Yo, yo, what's up, y'all, and welcome back, type shit. Welcome back, y'all. Y'all miss me? Couldn't have been that long. More than likely, y'all just heard me earlier. If y'all following your boy and you up on it. But look, for those of y'all that's new to this thing here, my name is Black. Let me clear my voice up. My name is Black. Right. And this is the Think Black podcast. And for those of y'all, man, that get the spelling confused or whatever, my name is Black. I'm your host, Black. And my name is spelled B-L-A-K. That's how you spell my Black. Yes, I am Black, but then that's how you spell my Black. But anyway, what's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing today? Tonight. Whatever time y'all listening to it. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing? Let me know something. Talk to me. Let me take a couple seconds. Let me hear what I can hear y'all say something. Oh, for real? What else happened? Stop playing. Yeah. Right. But look, glad y'all, man, stop back in. Listen to me, man. Y'all must like me if you came back again this time around. I appreciate y'all. I hope this time around you gave me a follow, a download, or something, though. Let me feel loved a little bit when I go back on here and look and I'm like, oh, snap, I got one follower. Yay. I appreciate it. If I get a half a follower, I don't care. It can say one half of a follower on my joint, and I'll appreciate it. I'll be happy. Let me know somebody listen. I don't care. I'm thankful for it. I ain't complaining. I ain't one of them people that's like I'm chasing a million listeners and a million. I ain't worried about that, man. If it comes, it comes by the good old blessings of y'all, or it just don't come. It ain't meant for me. It is what it is. But we still gonna continue to talk because this world gonna continue to go around. So we gonna always have something to talk about. But thank y'all for stopping in, man, to the Think Black podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Black, and I like to welcome y'all, man. So look, as y'all know, man, I do a lot of like internet search surfing. Let's call it surfing on the social media sites, the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the TikTokers. You know what I mean? All up on those little sites. And, certain things catch my eye that I'd be like, you know what? Let me bring it over to my family over here, talk to them, let them know my little ones and twos of what I feel about the situation, man. Because we is family over here, right? I hope we is. Hope we family. You know what I'm saying, cousin? But look, I'm scrolling through the joint today, right? Through like the Instagrams. I was on the Instagrams today. So I'm scrolling through there and I'm seeing that they having this big debate slash confusion about transgender men that want to join the Women Olympics. Yeah, you heard me right. The debate now in the world, besides all the other craziness that we got going on and everything else we got to focus on. But the biggest debate that we have on the other side of things, besides that other stuff that's going on, is that transgender men are trying to get rights for them to compete in Women Olympics. Now I know these days in 2025, everybody's so sensitive and everybody's so, you know, soft and everybody's walking on eggshells and you can't say this, say that. But look, you over here, man, on the Think Black podcast, we're going to say what the hell we want to say over here, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. We say what we want over here. We adults, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to say what the hell we want to say. And what the hell I want to say is, it is what it is. And I don't want to just end it at that and say it is what it is, because that's a weak cop out. You know what I'm saying? That's a little weak cop out. I don't want to take that weak cop out. So what I'm going to say on it is, I'm against it. I'm against it totally. Am I against it because it's a transgender man wanting to compete against women? No, that's not. I mean, want to compete against women? I'm sorry if I didn't say that right. I apologize, ladies. Is that my whole thing that I disagree about? No, it's not. What more than likely somebody will want me to be? Want that? I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure somebody will want that to be my reason, but no. I'm not that narrow-minded to things, and we're going to learn that about each other once we start to get to grow and get to know. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get to know that I'm not one of those people that's mind is stuck in a box. Now, don't get me wrong. My mind used to be in a box back when I was younger and I didn't know any better and things like that. But once I actually like saw that little crack in the box and I was like, that's my escape. And as the time went on, I just started breaking that box open a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And by the time I looked up, I was out of that box and I start seeing things for how they really were. So back to my opinion on transgender men competing in female Olympics. And like I said, I'm against it. Why am I against it? Well, for one, the obvious, you're a man. That's of the obvious. Now, I understand these days everybody want to be identified as something. I get that. Cool. It's all good, man. And back, look, I get it. Back when I was younger, I wanted to identify as a Power Ranger. I wanted to identify as Spider-Man. Yeah, I wanted to identify as Superman. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Everybody wants rights. Everybody wants rights, and that's cool. You can have your rights. But what makes it an issue for me is when you wanting your rights leans over to bullying. And it's a real thin line these days between the things people want to stand for and bullying. It's a real thin line between the two if you really think about it. Because more people that stand for what they stand for, they fight very hard and they try to like put fear into people and things of that nature and try to like intimidate people and have people feel sorry for them in order for their plan to go through. You know what I mean? And like I says, I'm against it because at the end of the day, regardless of what you want to identify yourself as, whoever you look at as your creator, whoever put you onto this planet, whether I don't know, I'm not getting into the religion thing or whatever, but whoever you believe put you on this planet, they put you on this planet either one or two genders. They're either going to put you here as a man or a woman, or in another multiverse, maybe you'd come back as, I mean, or maybe come back, or maybe you'd be born as a butterfly or a horse, or who knows. But in this realm, you were born either a man or a woman. That's the base of it. That's the foundation of it. That's it. You know what I mean? You can't cut the corners on that. That's what it is right there. Regardless if life goes on and you want to identify yourself as anything else, that's cool. In your own private world to yourself, you can identify and do whatever you want. But when you try to force it onto the world, people that have their own free opinion to things and have their own rights, when you try to force it on the people and then make yourself seem like the victim, that's bullying. You're not a victim. You're bullying. You're low-key bullying. That's what that is, low-key for real. Because it's like, yeah, you have the right to do what you want. And there's going to be tons of people that's going to back you to say, yeah, you know what? This person does have the right to identify what they want. true. That's very true. But we don't have to accept that. We don't have to say, just because you put on a horse suit, you're a horse. We don't have to agree to that. We can say, hey, that's a guy or girl with a horse suit on. We have the option to say that if we want to. And you have the option to also get angry if you want to. But what you don't have the option to do is sit there and get angry and then want to protest against it and then get other people riled up because they feel like you're getting treated less as a human being because you're trying to force people with their own free opinions to basically do what you want them to do. That's bullying. At the end of the day, it's bullying. Either way you look at it, it's bullying. I don't care which way you want to slice the cake. You can slice it upside down, sideways, whatever. It's still going to be a slice, whatever way, man. And it's bullying. It's straight bullying, man. That's just what it is. Flat out, bottom line, bullying. You can cover it up. You can put any type of flowers you want on top of it to make it smell good, make it look good. But it is what it is, you know? And a friend of mine, me and my homie, we was talking earlier about this little situation. Shout out my homie Sino. We was talking about this earlier, and he kind of gave me his opinion on it also, and his opinion makes a lot of sense. So again, we either get born in this world that we're in now, either a man or a woman. Those are our two gender options, blue or pink. You know, we've been going through this since the beginning of time, boy or girl. That's just what it is, right? Now, being as though this person is a transgender, now we're gonna talk like adults over here, and we're gonna call a spade a spade. At the end of the day, it's the person. I'm not going to call it it because that shit is weird. I'm not calling nobody no damn it. I take that back. Don't take that wrong or nothing like that. I apologize if it came out wrong, but no, this ain't that. But for this man, there we go. I'm gonna say it like this. This man, that's what we're gonna base it on. This man that decided one day he wanted to be identified as a woman from now on. Cool. But the thing that we cannot take away, though, even though you may have pills or whatever the situation is, but you can never take away a male's testosterone. You cannot take that away with no type of pills or nothing like that. I don't care how the doctor told you or any type of scientific whatevers. It doesn't work that way. A man can still go into a gym today or tomorrow, whether he worked out in his life or not, go into a gym for a month straight, hit some weights, stick to a routine, and eat what he got to eat, and buff up in like a month. Which it'll take a female to get a little bit more meat on her. It'll take her a little bit more longer. It'll probably take her. Probably, I don't want to put no accurate date on there, but I want to say this off the top of my head. I would say like 2-3 months for a woman to really like buff up muscular wise and up there wise. So with that being said, what my homie was saying about the testosterone thing, meaning that you're stronger than these girls, you're able to swim way faster than these girls, you know what I mean? Because you have way more strength and you have way more umph opposing to them. You know what I mean? That's why it's just weird to me, because regardless how you, again, cut it, it's still at the end of the day, you have testosterone. You have way more strength. Not taking nothing away from female strength at all. But in the whole natural mindset of it, if you really lock down and understand life, that's really what it is. A guy is going to be stronger in certain ways. Excuse me. In certain ways. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But with this whole thing, I don't think it's cool. And as my homie said, shout out again, my homie Sino, as he said, they should just make a league for transgender people. Any type of community that has this type of group that they want to join, any type of anything, just give them their own thing. It's fine. It's not like nobody's going to watch it or entertain it. We're going to still watch it, entertain it, or whatever. But that's all I got to say about that little situation, you know. I appreciate y'all for stopping in, man. Again, I'm your host, Black. Thanks for stopping and listening to another podcast of Think Black. Appreciate y'all. Peace.